Okay. There was a lot of. To be honest with you, the biggest thing was if you haven't noticed yet, there's 3 very different type of actors here. Like I can't point it out, but like they're all good, but like they have different methods. Like Greg would just come down, sit down, and it'd be so intense, it'd be incredible. He'd be like, "Shut up!" But it'd be like he'd sit down and he'd basically blow Steve's mind. If Steve had hair, it would. And you actually were scared of him at some points, weren't you?
Absolutely. Yeah.
He had to take a break, and it was late. So but he brought, like as Steve said, he brought out some more in you, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. And
like I remember when David was filming, when David sits at the table, he goes into character. So when there was one point when I was leading a shot on David, and I went, and he spoke, and I went, yeah. And I went, "You're right, David." And he goes, "Yeah." And I went, "Have I said something to piss you off, David?" And he goes, "Oh no, mate, I'm just in character." Okay. But like I say, like Steve, I think was unfortunate. Was fortunate. But he was most of the film. He's like a ticking time bomb, where he's mostly a reacting character, where he just sits there and sweats for like 15 minutes, and then Pearson gets shot and he just explodes. But the fact that he has to sit there and mostly react is kind of, if you like Raymond at all, it's always you to Steve really, because the writing is mostly in Pearson and somewhat Tom. Do you know what I mean? So Steve as well is really good. Anyways, and I basically next day I says, "All right, what's it going to take to just leave the cameras on and let the actors?" It is an actor's film, isn't it? There's not much else distracting you. And my phone, it's my mum, and basically, but I says, "All right, what can we do to leave just the cameras on and just let them act?" And that's probably the favourite bit for me was when we actually went, "All right, do I need 2 lenses? All right, we'll go out and buy them." And we went out and bought an extra lens to kind of match the other shoulder shots, and we just left the camera rolling and just let them act. And we would like the whole scene, you know, where they're going, "Oh, you know, what if there's not a sniper out there?" That's pretty much shot for shot what they did.
How much budget do you have for this? Because
it was about, if you don't count damages, £500.
And damages? What damages was it? You mean? I thought you meant you shot a hole in the window or something.
It's not talking about that. I haven't been back yet. We're going to give a DVD soon. So. Was it not catering? If you want these guys to show to you, shoot.
Catering was a treat. The finest ham sandwich I've ever had. A slice of Leicester cheese.
It's good unless you're Jewish, isn't it?
Wow. We're on a tight budget, alright?
It was a late shoot, I remember on that.
A late shoot, 3-4 AM. It's like 5 AM, can we finish? No, we've got another hour yet.
Greg was actually, because he was the most, like, David was all about being extra, because he was basically nice man, you can tell about that, but it was like, I'm smooth, I'm almost monotone, and basically, Steve is just like, he's like bachelorette. Tom was just like both feeding it, because he's the one who's not aware of the situation. He's like, and I see his Greg like, "I'm off to sleep, man." And he goes to one in the hotel, living like the bar area, and he's like, "Both, sleep." And then come back and go, "Is it my turn?" And then he kind of goes, "Both." And just like yell at Steve, and Steve goes, I remember you were quite scared.
I was shit scared the whole time of the filming. I've got this man here who stayed in character throughout the whole of the film. And in fact, whilst we were sat there, we did the read-through on the first night, and the very first words that came out of David's mouth was, "Sit down, Tom." And I got
Sat down.
this side as well. And it was, there's me, mild and meek, and I've got these 2 real nasty individuals either side of me. Nightmares. No, it was a great experience, as you said, John. It's all down initially to the script. I actually wanted to be the sniper. That was the part I wanted, but Chris actually said, "No, have a go at Raymond." And
being a sniper is, I mean, it's interesting, but it's not a great role,
no.
is it?
He's trained. He's like, "Oh, the precision Chris would be, you know."
You're a trained sniper.
I am actually, yes. I'm a military marksman. I missed out just.
It's in camouflage.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank God I dressed down tonight.
Play with the goal tonight.
Yeah, I actually dipped out on the Olympics just by a couple of shots on target. So I felt that.
So you could have actually done the stunts.
Yeah, I could have, but he said no.
So there wouldn't be 5 people to interview here, would there?
I'd have had them all.
Basically, it was we spent a lot of time finding locations. As much as it is, if you're low budget, you need to find the right location and you need to find it dirt free. And I remember we spent like a whole 2 or 3 days looking for a location around the area we could possibly find. And I remember my assistant director just went, I said, I'm fed up, I want to go home. The locations are crap and they're charging us. And he just went, one more, and it's like 3-4 miles out of the nearest town. And we looked and went, this'll do, this is the do. And the lights are on the side, we just need to light the table, kick all these 20 tables out of the room, and we've got a pretty much a location. So, not trying to take anything away from Jay, you're the man.
Yeah. I like the bit where he said, I like your tie.
Yeah. The thing about the tie is, though, we picked out the tie for Tom. We spent ages looking for a tie, and Paul sent me a list of like all these ties. I went, oh shit! I picked that one, sent it. We were on a special delivery. We went, all right, Greg, try this tie on, and we gave it to Greg. And went, looks rather good, yeah. It's like, don't look that shit at all. Do you think people will notice?
No one even let me take it back, mate.
Well,
come on.
Well, he wasn't available for reshoots, but the standing was. So we need the tie.
Standing got the time.
It'll come with the DVD.
So who picked the tie?
It was joint.
Yeah. I'm getting quite interested in the tie now. Yeah.
It's tie if you want it. It's on eBay.
No, I'm not really tying.
It's signed by Greg Kelly officially.
You're trying to get the money back from your loss, aren't you? So a couple of questions.
Yeah, it was mostly corrections. There was no real. Obviously, there's the attempt at undercranking. There was some undercranking in there, but it took it a step further to kind of over-exaggerate the emotions, because it's like, if they are salesmen, they're not going to show too much. It's all be upstairs, do you know what I mean? So I had to kind of, Tony Scott, I have a man crush.
So a lot of editing.
Lots. Yeah. There's a lot of editing there, actually, yeah. So that's a question, yes, there was editing.
Yeah. Short answer, yeah.
That you have a man crush on Tony Scott. Was that where you got your inspiration from?
I want to give Greg a question. Sorry, man crush?
Tony Scott. It had that kind of look to it.
To be honest with you, I'm not wise, I'm not intelligent, you can see this, and I'm not trying to give you any kind of message. I solely believe, I know it's too long for a short, I'm sorry, but as long as it holds your attention, I'm happy, and if it entertains you, I'm happy. It's all about the entertainment of it. If you watched it and you kind of got a little bit of a buzz from it at any point, even if you got like, it's all about entertaining, and Tony Scott, I think, is a master of just simple entertainment, and the undercranking attempt, and obviously, like, we've exaggerated it a bit, but it's all aimed at kind of just hopefully entertaining, you know what I mean?
Cool, thanks a lot, that was a great film.
Did I pretty well, didn't you?